Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Doing a bit better. I still sound messed up, but I think this this virus thing affected my vocal cords a bit, so. But hey, every day above ground is a good day. How's everyone doing? Yeah, I'm still tired, like I'm tired all the time. I did actually take a trade today. It's the first trade I took with multiple contracts. First time in 2 weeks, so that's a bit better. Easygoing mob boss, yeah. It's weird. I actually watched a mob movie yesterday where De Niro played two roles. Kind of a strange show. Hey ATL, how you doing? Raj, what's up, brother? Hey Moran. Now all I gotta do is get my energy back. Let's get to work here. Let's see. What do we got going on? Overnight inventory, believe it or not, is short, right? We got short inventory because time and volume are underneath Friday close. These single prints, early in the overnight session, we traded in there. Later on in the overnight session, there's been a bid there at 71.82. So I'm expecting this area to get tested in RTH, even though inventory is short. So inventory is short, which generally means a move up. I think it's going to be a choppy open. I really do. I think it's going to be choppy. So direction-wise, it's a strange profile from Friday. We had that Friday markup. We know the shorts are trapped under 82. They're also trapped under the overnight low. Check this out. This is the one beautiful thing about market profile. All right, here's a really cool thing. You can see that's the cost basis of the position. Okay, we're in distribution. And as soon as we came down to that area here, bid, bid, bid. Sorry, throat's really dry. Oh, excuse me. So there's the accumulated product. There's the distribution of it. You know, thanks, Raj. I was just going to ask when the Fed day is. So Fed day is Wednesday. So Fed day is Wednesday, and month end is Wednesday, and big tech is Wednesday and Thursday. So with those sort of events, I'd probably look for chop. Not that you guys really want to hear that, but chop is going to be probably the nature of the week. I took one trade today. I'll go and show you the trade. When we liquidated a few hours ago, We liquidated, we had overnight inventory was long. We liquidated down. And I was thinking about building a position, above 86, but something told me, you know what, you haven't traded for 2 weeks. Maybe you should wait for your edge, right? And this is something, you know, sometimes you'll miss a trade, and that's okay. But I really wanted to start building a position here to go and sell it up at VWAP. Something held me back, and it was my discipline. And my discipline said to me, look, JJ, you haven't traded in 2 weeks. You haven't built a position in 2 weeks. What do you always tell people? You tell them to wait for an edge. So why would you build a position in the middle of a zone, right? Why don't you wait and see if we can come and tickle that 81? And that's exactly what I did. It came down, it could not trade 81. Excuse me. We couldn't trade 81. So when we came down, I started buying the 83s, and I bought 10 contracts, and I sold them. I was out of the trade by 86 and a half. So three and a half points on 10 contracts, done, right? A simple trade. Not not going to buy a private jet with it, but it pays the bills, right? And that's all I've done all day. So if that's the only trade I take today, I'm okay with that, because it's not a bad trade. I did 2 lots of 5. So hit 5, hit 5. I bought 5. Those 5 held 83s. Hit the other 5, couple of ticks higher, right? And then just as we went out, I'm a seller at 85. As soon as it hits 85, 2 points, I'm selling. And I think Joe was with me on that trade. We took the exact same trade. He might have held it longer. And you could have held it till VWAP, right? But so that's the candle I took it on here. That's the first lot of 5. The second lot of 5 was here. And I was gone by 86 and a half. It's I didn't really trust myself, right? So I was quick on the draw. And because the market told me it's been choppy, right? So when it's showing you these kind of candles, it's telling you the business is choppy, right? So when the business is choppy, you might want to hold on for longer, but you might not get it. So take the money and run, right? In this market environment, if you can make 800, $1,000 a day without killing yourself, right? And I'm not really, you can hear me, you can hear it in my voice. My voice is tired. I'm not really 100%. So I'm not going to take those very, very difficult technical trades. I'm going to stick to the basics, right? The trades I know, and my risk is very tight. So when I bought that first lot, and if it started to lose that 83 bid, I'm gone, right? I'll give, I had an 81 hard stop, but the way I trade is if I'm long 83 and it starts getting offered under 83, I will start cutting contracts. That's just good business. It's just good business. I don't really trust this market. I don't trust the news cycle. And this morning, let's be honest, just getting back into it, I didn't really trust myself. Sometimes you gotta kind of go with the flow a little bit. You know, I'm happy for 3 points on 10 contracts. There's no shame in that. Let's see if we can get down to these singles. When I look at the 82 bid and we dip underneath, I'll expect that kind of trading condition, Joe, because it's choppy. So given the kind of market that we're going into today, right, it'll break and come back up, and that is a pain. Sometimes because you will get stopped out, and it'll break and come back up, and you just take the trade again. But you'll expect to, so in a choppy market condition, you size down. So when you get rid of contracts, you don't lose as much money. Does that make sense? You really have to manage your risk with size. It's not, you know, the way these markets are structured these days, you really, really got to manage your risk with size. Things can get out of hand really quickly, you know. I mean, until the war is over, we'll see what earnings are like coming out this week on the big stocks. You know, it's risk is the biggest thing in times like this. Hey, LC, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey, bonjour, cloner. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, here we go. We're open. Sorry. Okay, we're open. Let's see. Let's see. Ugh. So we opened right in the middle of this green zone. No trade for me yet. The trade I would look for is the look below and fail of 81. Same trade I took earlier. Now remember, there's no reason just to jump in if there's no edge. Remember, my friends, there has to be a business reason for taking the trade. Right? If there is no business reason to take the trade, don't take it. Hello from Hull. Hey, what's going on? Doing your locum? Remember, inventory is short. 78%. Thank you, brother. Thanks, LC. So inventory is around 78, 80% short. So that's why you're seeing this upward movement. Let's see if we can crack VWAP. Let's see. Taking out the upper stops. Friday's cost base is around 71.95 where the close is. If you are long, your target is the close of Friday. at 95 and 3/4. You might want to sell a little bit before 95 and 3/4. Oh, no, we hit it. Beautiful. Okay, cool, cool. Next stop is 97.5. And you can use the stops as your targets. Now let's see if we hold 92. So those single prints at 82 held. Right, what was our low? Low was 83 1/4. So that 82 bid was there. Now, had I been on the ball and a little sharper, I should have been long 84, 85, stop 82 and 3/4. But I don't like to trade in the middle. It was choppy. So, every once in a while you're going to miss trades. Don't worry about it, right? If you miss the trade, wait for the next one. Now let's see if we can get back under 71.92. Let's see. It's going to backfill. Here's the backfill. See, there's the distribution. They took this, they sold it up here. Bids coming in. So there is a seller at 95 and 3/4. Let's see. This is pure distribution. There's 92. Now, do we do a look below and fail? We do a look below and fail. If it gets back over 92, you can look for a long. Wait for it. Wait for it. There you go. There you go. Right, so you buy the 93s, offer them out at 95 and a quarter, 95. If you can't get it, print. Right, there's going to be a seller there. Sell into strength. Long 93, sold 95. My last one at 95 and a half. Just 3 little micros. Look below and fail. Hey Marcus, how you doing? So what's providing the bid right now is VWAP at 71.90. That's why I went long 93. I saw that it didn't take VWAP. It reclaimed 92. Now let's check out that VWAP, see if it holds. If we break VWAP, it'll be a look above and fail of 92. But nope, bid again. Right? See, look, bid in the same place. I didn't take it the second time. There are sellers at 95. So if you're going long 92, 93, hit the 95s, take a couple of points, pay yourself. We did tell you it would be choppy this morning. It would be choppy, and true to form it is. If we clear the 95 and that 95 and 3/4 seller, we've got 97.5 and then 98 and 3/4. Nicely done, Howard. Well done. Keep hitting those base hits, Howard. Keep hitting those base hits. Right? So we tested the bid at vwap twice. That will help you trade in the right direction. Here, let's see what. That 96 seller is still there. 96 seller is still there. Here comes the chop. Here comes the chop. Remember, Howard inventory is short. Starting to run out of steam a bit here at 895. Let's see if we get enough people short underneath 95. We can take those two stops, and then the Friday high will be your target. Okay, took that stop. Gone. Next stop up is 98 and 3/4. And if we take out the 98 and 3/4, then the previous day high, which is the Friday high, is your target. If Wednesday is a Fed day, remember the dealers, size longs, they will want to unload some inventory before that, right? If you were long before a Fed day, you would want to sell some inventory as well, right? You want to lighten the load. You want to turn your inventory into cash. Set seller at 98 and 3/4. Let's see if that 96 seller will turn into a bid here. When resistance becomes support, it means the position is underneath that level, and they're going to distribute it above that level. And here's that chop. And this is why you should sell into strength. You know, if you were long 95, 94, you should have been out by 97. You really have to trade the conditions you are given. It's really, really important that you remember that. You don't want to be stuck in trades and hoping and wishing. Gotta get in and out, get in and out, in and out. This is really a scalper's market. A little distribution here above 96. Yeah, you're about the same, Joe. 98 and a quarter looks right. Oh, couldn't take out that stop. Looking for 92 on the downside. If you are short. Sorry, I missed out calling that one. My apologies. Tag 92. I want to see the reaction at VWAP. You can take that long again if it holds. Give it a couple of seconds. Let this candle develop. Okay, there's the review. There's VWAP. You want to see a strong bid at VWAP. If you're doing the look below and fail of 71.92, you want that strong bid. It's not quite there. You see there is a seller, right? Look, watch the offer. Right? See? That's why I wanted you to wait. It's okay to scratch, you know? It's okay to scratch. If you're in too early, it's fine to scratch a trade. You know, sometimes, not every trade's going to work. Give it some time. Let the large traders work out VWAP. If you're looking for a short, I would wait until it offers under VWAP. If you're already short, that's great. Stop is 92. And you're looking to cover in the 88s. There we go. Now, if you're still short, your next stop is 83. Look below and fail of 81. Damn, I missed it. Too slow. Should have called that out. My apologies. My bad on that one. That would have been good for a point or two. And right back to the middle. Now, folks who are joining us on YouTube, if you want to learn how to trade chop, you're having difficulty, come check out our trading room at thetradingsyndicate.org. We'll teach you how to trade this. Like for example, say it was long, if I had gone long at 92, stopped out at 90, you could take that long again at 91, at 81, 82, sell them at 83, 84, 85, right, on the way up. No harm in that. If you're tired of blowing up evaluation accounts, if you're tired of losing money, if you want to learn how to do this and actually make money at it without having all the stress that you encounter, come into our room, we'll teach you. It can be done. And back down again. I think we're going to fill the singles, folks, so be careful going along on the next trades. Give them some time, let them develop. This software is called Sierra Chart. It's a wonderful company. I've been using it since 2012. Good people. No news, just the news was a sell order, my friend. Let's see if we can fill this 80 to 77 area. Yeah, it's called a sell order. There could have been news, right? I don't care what the news was. I just trade the chart. News will be a catalyst a lot of the times, but I just trade the chart. It's just a lot simpler. While everyone is sitting around trying to figure out what the news is, we're trading, right? The chart is the news. You can save yourself a lot of anguish. Take it from me. I used to write news releases for companies when the CEO was strung out on something. News is really meaningless. It just causes a spike in order flow. Right, and all we want to do is trade that order flow. You save yourself a lot of mental anguish. It's really hard to trade news as well because you got to be fast. Got to be so fast. With electronic trading and these algos and their technology, retail traders really don't get a fair shake. Alrighty. Damn, I missed that long at 82. Sorry, guys. I'm slipping. 83 long back to VWAP. Not a bad trade if you were in it. Apologies, I should have been calling that out. Not as focused as I should be, or I'm a little slow. I gotta get rid of this cold. It's driving me nuts. It's been 3 weeks now. Looking for 92. See if we get a nice sell order at 92. Let's see. Let's see if that 92 bid holds. If the 92 bid holds, you can go long up to 95 and change. Let's see if it holds. Yep. There you go. There's 95, just like I said. Nice. It is a long 8-period rush. Hopefully I'm not driving you all crazy with this bad voice. No, not a good place to short. My friend, you always want to see a seller before you short, right? Right now, the sellers are raising price. So we're in the front end of the move. It's okay to miss trades. Don't worry about it. You're always going to miss trades. We all do, right? Nice thing is there's always another one coming. So don't stress out. And just because you miss a long doesn't mean it's necessarily a short. That's a mistake a lot of traders make. They miss the long. I mean, hey, listen, I've done it too. So everything I'm saying, nothing I'm saying is, oh, I've never made these mistakes. Every mistake that you guys have made, I've made. Right? We all go through the same spanking machine. We all go through the same spanking machine. No, footprint and DOM is the biggest waste of time that I've ever seen. Don't get sucked into it. If you come into our room, let me give you the web address. It's a total waste of time. Well, the footprint chart, what it does is it gets people sucked into a certain region and they ignore the big picture. And the DOM is an order book. So I've been manipulating order books for 34 years. The DOM is total BS. The DOM is expressions of interest. They're not actually completed orders. So there will be people out there who try and sell you fancy footprint DOM software. Don't fall for it. If you come into our trading room, we'll give you 3 days for free. And we only charge $19 a month. If you come into the trading room, I'll teach you how to use a 1-minute candle chart, which everyone has access to. And you'll be able to outtrade anybody who uses a DOM. You know what the best order flow tool is? It's a 1-minute candle chart. But the problem is it's so simple that you guys are searching for that holy grail, right? You're out there like you're searching for that holy grail. But you don't understand the business. Watch the offer. You can tell that there are sellers under 97. Right? You can tell that there are sellers at 96 and 3/4, 96 and a half. You don't need a DOM to tell you that. Look, it's right here. If you learn how to read this chart, let me ask you guys a question. If I can show you how to make 10 grand using a 1-minute candle chart, make your life simple, keep your expenses down, is that something that you would be interested in? Right? Remember, in retail trading, they love, there's a saying, right? Great, come check out our trading room, right? I promise you, you will learn more in a month with me than you will in 10 years anywhere else, right? I promise you that. It'll make your life simple. We'll make you money. We'll teach you how to manage risk. And we'll teach you how to stay alive in this business without getting a heart attack. Because I've already done all that stuff. I've had heart attacks. I've died and come back to life. All of that stuff. I've taken a couple of hundred companies public. And I've sold billions of dollars worth of stock into U.S. capital markets. Come into the trading syndicate. I promise we'll teach you how to make a living. Right? No expensive software. No BS. No stupid terms. We'll teach you how to make money in this business using common sense and teach you how to run a proper business. Okay? All right, my friends. Yeah, check out the demo. You got nothing to lose for 3 days, right? So if you start today or tomorrow, you got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, right? I'm in the room every day. DM me if you need any help. Worst case scenario, you pay $19, which is much cheaper than Starbucks and better for you. All right, my friends, the voice is starting to go. I apologize. I'm doing shorter sessions because I got to still save my voice. It's getting better. And we will see you all tomorrow morning. I do 2 sessions every day. I do a session at 7:30 in the morning London time, which is 2:30 in the morning New York time. And I also do a session right before the market open. And hopefully this week I'll be able to do some execution classes and the advanced trading class. Keep your fingers crossed. Thanks everyone. Have a wonderful day. Stay out of trouble out there, okay? Be careful. Trade safe, and we will see you tomorrow morning. I'll be back in a bit. Thanks, my friends. Bye for now. Much appreciated.